Factsverse presents. If you bury an egg and a banana side by side in the garden, you'll get some astonishing results. Well, before we dig into it, how about you do us a favor and click that like button, and also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. Being a good gardener is not as easy as many people think. The amount of work and dedication necessary to garden is quite large. Different types of plants need different types of care, and varying levels of attention, if they're going to grow successfully, that is. There is one method that new gardeners and experienced ones are trying, and it has been a total game-changer, and it requires the use of an egg and a banana. And due to the increase in food prices, more and more people are beginning to grow their own fruits and vegetables. According to a report by NBC, the sales of seeds, fruit trees, and rooted plants has shot up dramatically. People have been growing their own food more than ever before. It's all the rage nowadays. Janet Bedell from Venice, Florida, spoke to NBC News about why she started growing her own food. And she said that when she and her boyfriend came home from the grocery store, they found that they weren't getting their money's worth. And that's when they decided they would start growing their own food in order to save money. Janet's not the only person who's done this, of course. According to a report issued in 2014 by the National Gardening Association, 42 million U.S. households started doing the same thing. Some grew their vegetables on their own, others shared community gardens. After the economic crash in 2008, the number of people who started growing their own food increased dramatically, understandably too. Mike Metallo's the president and CEO of the National Gardening Association, and he says that there's a food-growing revolution in America. More people, particularly the younger ones, are growing their own food. Gardening, it's not as straightforward as many people think. It's a lot more than just planting a seed and waiting for something to happen. Different types of soil require different care, and different plants require different soil, different nutrients. Gary Pillarchick, he's a gardener from New Jersey and he lives in Maryland now. He has many social media profiles and he writes a blog called The Rusted Vegetable Garden. He also has his own YouTube channel. In May 2013, he posted a video online using two unusual ingredients in order to grow tomatoes. He buried a whole banana and an egg under a tomato plant. His followers were shocked by the results. People were shocked when he proved that if you bury an egg and a banana side by side in the garden, well, that's perfect fertilizer. Gary says that as the banana and the egg begin to rot and degrade into the soil under the tomato plant's rootstock, the plant benefits from those nutrients. This nutrient mix can be difficult to get without using this method. As the banana and the egg decompose, they create a sort of phosphate potassium, calcium, magnesium, sodium, and sulfur compound. It gives the plant a huge boost, allowing it to grow strong and tall. Gary got the inspiration from the Native Americans. They often used foreign material to sow their seeds. They were known for planting whole fish, or at least fish heads, into the ground to help their crops. The Native Americans also used a method that they called Three Sisters. They would plant corn, squash, and beans all together. It would let each of the plants benefit from the others. The beans would provide nitrogen to the soil that would also help the squash and the corn grow quickly. The corn created a trellis for the beans to climb on. The squash would create a cover for the two other plants to keep pests away. It's not the only thing that Gary has used for his crops either. He created a video on how to use coffee grounds to grow crops. He also suggests using them in compost piles to mix with the soil. These types of fertilizer have no chemicals, which means the product will be a lot better for you in the end. Unfortunately, not everybody's capable of jumping onto the grow-your-own bandwagon. Many people who rent rather than owning their homes, they really can't plant their own gardens in the backyard, and they don't want to spend a lot of money on a rented plot. If you're thinking about growing your own food to save you money or just as a means to relax like a hobby, maybe watch a few of Gary's videos. You should also log on to his blog. He has some pretty unique ways of growing bountiful crops successfully, even if you don't have a green thumb. Many people who have tried his techniques have found great results. Best of all, most of his techniques are simple. What could be easier than burying an egg and a banana in a hole, am I right? Not only will it cost you, $2, less than that, it'll also help your tomato plants thrive. If you're thinking about growing your own food to save money on your grocery bills, try this technique and plenty of others to successfully put healthy, nutritious food on the table. Subscribe for more.